We have the basis of the arrest in the murder of 4 students at the University of Idaho. Do we see enough in the charging document to arrest? I say yes. To convict? High-profile trial attorney Mark Geragos, representing potential defense. Former prosecutor, retired FBI profiler, representing prosecution, Jim Clemente. Jim, good to have you. Mark, thank you. Let's do point-counterpoint. Jim, what you see in here, how far down the road does it get you to believe that this is the guy?
Well, it gets me very far down the road. First of all, Chris, as you know, this is a probable cause affidavit, and they don't have to lay out their whole case here. They just have to make up probable cause, 51% that there was a crime that was committed and this defendant actually was involved in the crime. So it's also not the end of the investigation. It will continue. But I think, obviously, the DNA evidence is extremely strong, and coupled with the other sort of circumstantial type evidence that they have listed in this affidavit, it certainly points to one person, and that person is in custody right now.
Mark Geragos says no because...
Well, first of all, the only thing I disagree with is 51%. My line nowadays is probable cause is my client breathing? The idea that the DNA is coming in, I think there's going to be a battle, because in fact, if you would ask this question of Cece, I think she would agree that, look, what they found was a suspect profile on the sheath. We don't know where the sheath was specifically. We don't know how it got there, but we do have a profile. They then went and they rummaged through the trash. They found some DNA. They then, and I would take one issue with you, Chris, I do not think that the way you phrased it is what happened, because what they did is they went to a specific database that the FBI uses, and that FBI database is very skewed. The reason for that is it's not one of these 23andMe's. It's not a genealogy database. It's not a one-to-one comparison. What they're doing right now is, I'm sure when he was taken into the jail yesterday, they already had a court order that he had to get swabbed for DNA. They're now doing a one-to-one comparison. That's the money shot for DNA. It is not this comparison between what was found in the trash in Pennsylvania and what was found in the scene in Idaho. Then you've got kind of a third component here, which is they went to a very lengthy analysis of the cell phone. Now, what people have to understand is the cell phone is not like GPS. Cell phone is when you use your phone, it hits a cell phone tower. But you can bounce between towers within 30 seconds. I've had murder cases where somebody has bounced between a cell phone 25 miles away within the span of 15 seconds. And add this one little fun fact, the phone did not hit anywhere near the crime scene location for the 2 hours surrounding the crime. What does that mean? Well, the police speculate he was in airplane mode. The defense will argue, hey, wait a second, you're using the cell phone triangulation with the towers to say this and to say that, and he was over here, but at the critical time, he wasn't at the cell phone wasn't there. You combine that with also one other fact that I think the defense will focus on. The first time they showed the video car shot of the Elantra, the FBI said, I believe it was 2011 through 2014. Well, guess what? The FBI changed their opinion once they found out that this young man, the suspect here, who's now the accused, had a 2015 Elantra. So there's going to be a lot of hay made over that as well.
Jim, is this potato? Is this spreading doubt? Or do they have real problems with the evidence they have and the circumstances they're conducting?
Mr. Geragos is doing exactly what his job is, which is to very vehemently defend a client who's being charged with something. But I will say that the scientist and the science behind this, when they do match his DNA with the DNA that was found at the crime scene, I think that will be an extremely important piece of evidence, solid physical and scientific evidence. And the rest, yes, people are going to be arguing about the ambiguities of cell phone evidence. But what it did, it also talks about his behavior. If he turned off his phone or turned it into airplane mode for exactly the time that it would have taken for him to go, do a pre-attack surveillance, commit the crimes, and come back, and then turned it back on. That's actually circumstantial evidence that can help convict him.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of News Nation's fact-driven coverage.